Hey there everyone, it's David Barnett, and this week I'm answering a question from Bruce, and Bruce asks, what are the best businesses to buy with respect to cash flow? Now, as far as my understanding, what cash flow means is I want a business where a high percentage of the sales ends up down in my pocket. So there's basically three categories of businesses, as far as I'm concerned, that can create a high degree of cash flow. The first sector is what we would call regulated businesses. Now, when you first think about regulated businesses, you might think about larger businesses like power utilities or natural gas pipelines, for instance, anywhere where rules and regulations prevent new competitors from entering the market. This can be good for protecting the profitability of the players that are already there. Now, in some jurisdictions, there are regulated industries that would be considered small businesses that you could get into. Where I live, for instance, it's highly regulated who can be in the bottle return business. So there's only a certain number of licenses out there, and what that does is limits the competition for each region of the province, meaning that the operator who has the license can probably get a little bit more profit out of that business than he would be able to if there were many competing businesses all around him. So that's regulated industries. The second category would be your service businesses, where you don't have a high cost of goods sold. So this would be in contrast to a business where you sell goods. Let's say I sell oil, I take in $1 of sales, I might have to take 90 cents of that dollar and turn around and use it to buy my product. Right? So that's a commodity business. I wouldn't consider that a high cash flowing business. If you compare that to a service like house cleaning, you might have a labor component, but you can adjust your labor input to meet demand, to meet the sales. So if you don't have work, you don't have homes to clean, you then cut back on the hours that you employ your employees so that you can have more of those sales flow through to the bottom line. And this is why there's such a huge service sector in the industry. And I even consider things like restaurants to be part of the service sector because they tend to have a low cost of goods sold. If you can meet that break-even point every month, then a high percentage of your marginal sales over break-even ends up down in the net income line. The third category of businesses that would be a high cash flowing sort of business to get into would be a business where you work once but get paid many times. So think about, for example, the books that I write. Each one of them took days of my time and effort to write and then edit and then prepare them. But now that they're done, I can sell them over and over and over again. And every time I sell them, I earn money, but I don't have to do any work. That is why we see such crazy sky-high valuations in the world of IT or online businesses. There's a term in the online world called SaaS, or Software as a Service, where they take what might have been years ago a piece of software that you would buy, and instead of selling you the software, they put it online and they let you use it for a monthly fee. There's all kinds of things on there now that you can probably find that are offered as software as a service, like accounting packages and things like this. Even Google apps like Google Docs, if you're a business, you can sign up for, I believe it's only $5 a month per user. But if you consider the fact that the work gets done once and is now out there on the internet and can now serve, thousands or tens of thousands or millions of people with the same platform, then obviously all these customers that come in aren't creating more work for the people that built the system. Now that it's been built, it's up there, it's running. So those are your three categories: regulated businesses, service businesses, and call it technology or intellectual property, a business where you create or do something once and then are able to sell it many times over. Anyway, Bruce, I hope that was helpful for you. And as always, if you've enjoyed my video, please click like or share it. That's how I grow my viewership. And if you want to make sure you don't miss out on any of my latest offers or new videos, be sure to subscribe to my email list. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.
Hey, you made it to the end of the video. That's great. Don't forget, visit www.investlocalbook.com. Sign up for my email list. It's right down here under the welcome video. Thanks, and we'll see you next time.